How did it make you feel when you saw that?
I mean, it's kind of terrifying, you know what I'm saying? Like, my girlfriend's a vegan, so she kind of explains to me all that stuff already. Yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty awful, honestly.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, it kind of makes me rethink eating meat. Like, I thought about going vegan a couple times before.
Right. Okay.
Could never really do it. I didn't know stuff to that extent actually happened.
Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, what about yourself?
Same.
Yeah.
Like, it's inhumane, man. You know?
It is inhumane.
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Have you ever seen footage like this before?
Nothing like that before, no.
Right. Okay.
What was that movie called?
Cowspiracy, that one?
Oh, you've seen Conspiracy?
Yeah,
It's good, isn't it?
Conspiracy.
Do you know
Yeah.
about the environmental impacts of...
Yeah.
Scary stuff, isn't it?
Yeah,
Really
very
scary.
scary.
Yeah, but I've never seen anything that intense.
Right.
That's bad.
Yeah, it's horrible. But this is kind of common practice. This is what goes on in the US and in UK where I'm from as well. It happens all around us every day. 3,000 animals are killed every second. And that doesn't even take into account the fish that we haul out of the ocean. So it's pretty shocking stuff, yeah. What sort of thing would it take you to maybe make the step to veganism or vegetarianism at the very least?
I mean, right now it's just kind of hard. Like, when you go to a restaurant or you go, like, to Wegmans or anything like that, like, meat's just there, it's cheap, it's affordable. Sometimes, like, vegan food's a little bit more expensive.
It is,
which is the hard way to, you know, kind of stay healthy, you know. So that's why I haven't gone vegan.
Yeah,
but,
interesting. Yeah.
It's kind of the same deal with me, honestly.
Yeah.
Do you eat meat then?
No, I don't eat meat. I don't eat meat.
So are you vegan?
I don't eat meat. No.
So you don't eat any dairy or... That's great. So what made you go vegan then? Was it footage like this that made you turn vegan? Or?
Something like that. When I see worms coming out of people's body now, like eating nasty ass pork food and all that.
Man, yeah.
That's nasty.
It's nasty, isn't it?
Nasty.
So how long have you been vegan for?
For a couple of years now, like 4 or 5 years, you know.
Oh, good job.
Cause my family, that's our religion. We don't eat. My grandma, she's a vegetarian. Like, I got people in my family vegetarian.
Yeah.
Strictly on certain organic stuff, whole food. We going whole food.
That's great. It's the best, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's the best way to live. Yeah. The thing is, we've been raised in a society where meat eating is convenient, and we've been conditioned to believe that meat eating is the way that we're supposed to live.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult sometimes to, like, alter that mentality, especially when we look around us, and everywhere we look, people are selling meat and eating meat, and it's become so normal for us all that to question the status quo can be quite scary or intimidating.
Right.
So do you think you've been held back by societal conditioning a little bit? Or?
Definitely, yeah. Like, if non-meat foods were, like, more available and stuff like that, it'd be a lot easier to, you know, switch to, like, that better lifestyle.
How do we make them more available?
Probably subsidizing, honestly. Like, if you subsidize, like, vegan food, healthier food, like, not factory farming food, like, I feel like more people will switch because it's just cheaper, you know what I'm saying?
But you talk about, like, cheap food being cheaper, but like, if we think about vegan food, we talk about rice and potatoes and pasta and fruits and vegetables. These are among the cheapest foods on the planet. I mean, meat's much more expensive than a bag of rice. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So in that sense, that vegan food is very accessible. We think of vegan food having to maybe be a bit more exotic, like tofu and soy substitutes, but it doesn't have to be that way because vegan food really is just stuff that grows in the ground.
Right. That is a good point. Yeah.
Have you ever thought about it in that way, like?
No, not really, honestly.
Your girlfriend's vegan, you say?
Yeah, she's vegan.
Does she ever talk to you about it?
Not really. She doesn't really try to push her views on me. Like, she's a vegan. She's actually never had meat in her life. Her grandparents have been vegan since, like, the 70s.
That's amazing.
But she does it more for the environmental impact than like the actually humane part. But I mean, I'm sure there's still, like, a little bit of that too. So do you feel much healthier for being a vegan?
Yeah, man, all the time.
It's simple, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
it's not difficult, is it? It's an easy thing to do.
Yeah, easy thing to do, you know. So.
Have you seen the Earthlings experience before, or like?
Oh no, this is my first time really actually seeing an experience like this about like people killing the animals to feed them in our food, you know.
Yeah.
And I read that. I like how y'all say it. We kill the same numbers of land of people every 4 days.
That's right. Yeah. It's crazy, you know. It's scary statistics. Yeah. Well, what's your name?
Shane.
It's Ed.
All right, Shane.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
So do you do any, like, vegan activism or anything?
Oh no, not really. I just come out here just to enjoy myself.
Yeah, good for you.
Sit down and relax.
Sure.
Look at fresh air, you know.
Yeah, man.
Watch,
Yeah.
you know?
That's nice. Well, it's good to meet you. So another question: Do you believe in, like, humane slaughter? Like, do you think there's a humane way to kill an animal?
I think there is. I mean, if it's, like, quick, like, not, like, obviously not like how they were showing, but if it's like a local farmer that, like, treats the animals right,
Yeah.
like carefully, like nice. You know, I feel like if it's quick and it's not like hurting the animals, I don't think it's a.
Okay, so let me take this idea and apply it to something else.
Okay.
If I take a girl out on a date and I pay for a really nice meal and we have a really great time and she has a wonderful evening, we go back to my hotel. I bought it, obviously, because I'm a nice guy.
Right.
And then we have a drink, and I slip her a hypnol and a drink, and then I rape her when she's unconscious. But she doesn't know about it. It's quick. She's had a nice time, like she loved life. But then I rape her. Is that acceptable?
No, that's not acceptable.
So it's not humane rape.
I mean, there is no. You can't rape anybody. That's not humane.
But so if you can't rape someone humanely, how can you slaughter something humanely?
Well, I mean, it's not. It's an animal, you know. Like it's.
Okay. So you're saying that an animal's less than a human?
I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
I mean, that's a common idea. That's what we're told to think, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like the act of taking something's life, regardless of whether it's human or not, can never be humane, kind of, because the animal doesn't want to die. So it's kind of irrelevant if you think that an animal is worth less than a human, because the act of killing it is still the same. Kind of. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. Yeah.
What do you guys think about like humane slaughter?
I mean,
Sorry.
I'm a hunter, so I
That's
hunt deer.
interesting. Yeah.
And for me, it's just when I shoot them, it's done. You know. I don't really think of it as inhumane at all.
Okay.
And for me, it's food on the plate right there.
Sure,
so
yeah.
I mean, I don't really have that much of an opinion on inhumane slaughter.
Okay.
But
So when you kill a deer, do you have an emotional reaction similar to when you watch that footage?
like I don't like that stuff. That's crazy.
Okay.
I wouldn't, slit the damn deer's throat just to have him bleed out so the meat's good.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, shooting him's definitely way more humane than having to electrocute him or anything.
So do you ever feel guilty once you go to see the deer, like when you collect it?
No.
Do you ever acknowledge the fact that that's a life that's been taken?
I mean, yeah, but it happens all the time.
Does it have to happen though?
No, but that's how it is though.
But is that the way it has to be?
No.
Because the idea that's the way it's always been. It's very dangerous, particularly in America, because we need only think of it. Well, not so long ago when slavery was the way it had always been.
Yeah.
And we could have said, oh, it's the way it is, but that wouldn't make it acceptable, would it?
No.
So the same could be applied to meat eating, though it's the way it is, but to make it morally right.
No.
Baby, come. Let's go take a picture with
I mean, your views depends on what you think is moral. I mean, for me, I grew up, hunting and all that, so I don't think hunting's immoral, but slaughtering like that is immoral.
Okay. So is animal cruelty immoral?
Yes.
So unnecessarily hurting animals is immoral.
Yes.
Unnecessarily killing animals is immoral.
Yes.
Okay. So if we don't need to eat meat to survive, then by default, killing animals for meat is immoral because it's unnecessary.
Damn it.
What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, you got a good point. I mean, we can definitely switch over. There's a lot of things we can substitute.
Yeah.
But again, like we said, it is kind of difficult, not all the time, but it is difficult to get that, like getting the healthy way of maybe getting the right amount of protein in, or like if you're like about that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's difficult, it's a lot more expensive. Like if I go out hunting, get a deer, that's probably good for maybe a half a year for me. But if I go out and try to do like vegan, I'm not sure because I didn't try to go vegan yet.
Sure.
But I think it's going to be a lot more expensive than how I go at it.
I mean, you might be surprised. Like, it's worth looking. Maybe it's when you're in the supermarket next, have a look and price it up. Are you aware of the health impacts of eating animal products?
I heard of some things, but
like the link to heart disease and diabetes and cancer, which is also just coincidentally the top killers of everyone in the West.
Yeah.
Isn't that more red meat than like chicken and like fish and stuff like that?
Yeah, so, well, fish is actually very bad for you because of the mercury poisoning. The red meat and the processed meats, bacon, sausages, etc., is directly linked to cancer, and it's in the same tier as smoking. So that's an interesting idea. Like, do you think that we should have on meat, like, warnings, like cancer warnings like we do on cigarettes?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And would that put anyone off, do you think?
Yeah.
So you think that would be a good thing to do? Like, I think so too.
That would definitely be a good thing to do. It's like, just to get it out there so people know, hey, this is what you're doing, this is what you're putting in your body and all that. That'll definitely throw people off, They're going to second guess what they're doing.
That's great. So, let's have a final question. If you had a choice, you could live a life killing humans, killing animals, or killing neither, which would you choose?
Killing neither.
Killing neither.
You can make that choice every single day by not consuming animal products. If you want to live by your morals, you can do that. Yeah? So will you guys maybe think about going vegan, going vegetarian? Like reduce your meat consumption?
I'll try it for like a month or two.
That'd be great, guys. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you so much. Let me give you one of these each so you can like watch it. Now watch Earthlings.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. My name's Ed. Jesse. Nice to meet you, Jesse.
Francisco.
Nice to meet you, Francisco.
Nick.
What's your name, sir? Nick, nice to meet you guys. Have a lovely day.
Yeah, you too.
All the best.
Why do you? How do you know that I am now? Tell me, I
By
am
your
now.
logic, you said that God doesn't like people that kill animals for no necessary reason.
Yes.
We don't need to eat meat. We want to eat
I
meat.
want to eat meat.
Hang on. So by default, what you're saying is that we don't need to eat meat. We're killing animals for an unnecessary reason, which in your eyes means that God dislikes us for killing animals for meat.